Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Tariq, Molly, hey.
Hey.
Hey, William's still not back, by the way.
Yeah, well, he's probably just got put into a jar.
Yeah. Oh boy,
I'm pretty
look,
sure
look,
that there's
look.
people piloting William's body, and they're taking a break.
Yeah,
They're
maybe
doing
that's...
Oh
vacation
boy,
time.
is that a Meet Dave reference right there?
Oh god, are you talking about the fucking Eddie Murphy movie?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I forgot about that shit.
I did too. Oh.
That was the first thing that popped into my head when Molly made that reference.
I guess that...
Probably there were better references to use, but I somehow went to Meet Dave for some reason.
There's a million references of
Tiny people
in
inside people.
people's brain. I mean, there's Inside Out. Fuck it. You could have... is William just the Megazord for a bunch of little Power Rangers?
And they're just
That all like to gaslight a poor, innocent, sad old robot? This episode is just gaslighting. This episode is literally just gaslighting. The main villain is gaslighting, and if that's not the main villain is once again the Power Rangers themselves to each other.
Yeah. Boy, this episode was really fucking funny, right?
It's so fucked up. This was like honestly probably the most upsetting like episode of this whole show, and that's saying a lot because there's a lot of bullshit in this. But like, so like, okay, I'm glad that they included Void Knight repairing Wreckmate. Fine, great, awesome. Hey, it's good to include
he's
things.
Our boy, right? Wreckmate's our boy. He's gonna be here for longer than we thought he was. All right,
and that's fine. I
Mm-hmm.
like that we need a better ensemble cast for our fucking villains. We can't, like, it's been
Mucus ain't cutting it.
Like, Void Knight, Slither, and Mucus have just been, like, the only ones running, and then there's just been a cavalcade of, like, honestly, more interesting Villain of the Week villains than, like, what we're getting from the three main characters. We don't know shit about Void Knight other than his My Little Pony jar with his waifu in it. Slither's a fucking blank slate. Mucus is a lot just in terms of energy, but, like, she's just another Sporix.
Still think Mucus is male.
Yeah.
But then...
Mucus is a character that they actively have to make sure doesn't walk into the street.
Yeah.
Right? Because
like, needs a child leash.
Ways.
Yeah. Anyway, then Oculo shows up, which there's no fucking...
Creepy.
There's no fucking, like, preface to this. It just, like, is he a Sporix that just manifested on his own? Is he some alien accomplice that came to help out? He just shows up and they're all like, oh...
Yeah, and he just knows how to get in.
Yeah.
Because apparently the Rangers don't know where to find Void Knight, but apparently every other people know where to find Void Knight.
And it appears his security's pretty shit, so,
yeah.
Y'all could have just busted in there, wrecked the place.
But yeah, Oculo is a fucking nightmare. He's got just fingers around his one mono eye, 2 crab pincers, and then a bunch of other eyes all over him. He looks like a
that
fucking...
can appear and disappear.
He looks like a rejected Yu-Gi-Oh card. Like a someone's first attempt at, like, some Thousand Eyes Restrict support, like, OC.
I like his weird shell that makes him like a hermit crab.
Yeah, there's he's all over the place. What? Alright, you know what? I gotta look it up. What the fuck was Oculo supposed to be?
Tentacles.
Because we found out last time, right? What was the one... It was the fucking... Chimera or whatever... Yeah, it was Beelzebub with the, like, beetle thing that they beat at the beginning, and it was like, oh, he had a whole episode. What the fuck is... Oh, God!
He uses magic steering wheel.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, Slither has a magic steering wheel.
Yeah, oh yeah, and then Slither pulls out a fucking steering wheel that... Our whole joke was like, I think you just ripped the, like, lock off of a fucking, like, secure, like, sterilized laboratory. And now either something is exposed in the atmosphere, or no one can get back in.
Boy, do you think he got this from inside Area 63 or wherever?
Oh, 100%!
Right. he
ripped that
doesn't
shit
realize
off.
what that goes to. He's like, hey, I'm just gonna take this. You know?
Yeah, I don't need to worry about it.
Well, whatever this was supposed to keep under pressure, doesn't matter, right? We don't abide by human biological threats, you know. So all this gas that's filling the room right now, it doesn't affect us. We're fine with it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, Dodomeki Minasaur.
Okay.
What the fuck is a Dodomeki?
That's a question to ask.
That is a question to ask somebody else.
Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm,
Dodomeki is a Japanese yokai. Wow, this is alright. There's a lot of lore to this. Holy fuck.
Uh-oh. Are you regretting looking up what Oculus is?
I'm just saying, like, they're missing out on an entire opportunity to be like, hey, this is what this character is. Instead, they're just having them show up out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Unexplained. Who needs explanations?
Anyway, a Japanese yokai that's depicted as human women who are cursed with having long arms covered with hundreds of bird eyes due to their habit of stealing money. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Also, apparently, the long arms of a Dodomeki reflects the Japanese belief that a person with long arms has a tendency to steal? What the fuck, Japan?
Uh-oh. Yeah? Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fuck tall people, I guess, but...
Hey, look. There's no tall people in Japan, right?
I mean, except for the tall people in Japan.
Yeah, well, but hey, they're outcast by society, so it's fine.
Yeah, first because they're stealing all the money. But yeah, and then there's this fucking, alright, yeah, welcome to Season 2, Episode 3, fuck all this shit.
Missing Pieces, yeah, you know, right, that's the end of this episode.
Yeah, Missing Pieces is right,
Boy, this episode, so it just proves how terrible these characters are, in a way.
Yeah.
Right? Right, so the whole point of this episode is that Zeno was like, boy, I gotta find my missing planet, right? Who I'm assuming after, what, 12, 10, 30 million, how many years has it been?
I mean, dinosaur time to now time?
Yeah.
So, millions of years?
Jurassic Age. When was the Jurassic Age? 200 million to 150 million. So that I'm gonna assume, hey, after 200 million, my planet still has to exist, right?
Right. It's got to be somewhere. If this planet's still here after 200 million years, mine must be too.
Boy, I Google how long does it take for a sun, and the number one Google result was how long does it take for a sun to rise. I forgot that Google autofill it are based on what other people Google as well.
Yeah, when in a few hours the sun will rise. But yeah, anyway, boy, this is brought right back, right from the beginning, right? This is another episode where it feels like we're in the middle of another episode already. Like, we're just updating fucking Solon
gotta
for
get her
no
computer
reason.
software
I didn't
update.
know about that.
It's almost like when your computer gets a software update, and you're like, I'll do this at midnight, right? And you keep prolonging the update. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do this later. Yeah, but, like, they've never brought up the need to update her before. They've never brought up... And why is Ollie doing it? I get that he's supposed to be the one that understands computers, but I don't think that he understands a fucking cyborg dinosaur with alien technology.
And then, meanwhile, Amelia's shoulder hurts.
But yeah, anyway, they fucking... Yeah, and Pop said that it's because there's a witch next door. Wow, first of all, way to just, like, out your neighbor as a witch. Like, she didn't say that, like... She probably told you that in confidence. Now you're
rude and unnecessary.
Trying to get her fucking drawn and quartered. Yeah, burn at the stake.
Right? Are you gonna get a whole town with pitchforks out on this neighbor woman? Mm-hmm. Right? So the Rangers trying to figure out.
Yeah, or maybe they just like fucking
Hey, look. If
tie
she's
her to
a
a rock
witch,
and
she will
drop her in
survive,
the
right?
Pacific
If she
Ocean.
wasn't a witch, she was innocent, right?
Yeah. She'll die.
Unless she's not that kind of witch.
Look,
Yeah.
17th century
Anyway,
logic should,
the solution is gun.
Right?
I mean, clearly 17th century logic was working because Ion's solution is, let me shoot you.
Boy,
that should fix your fucking shoulder pain.
Okay, he's just
I'm just gonna use my high-tech future gun from a different planet. I'm just gonna shoot your shoulder like that. I was like, yeah, right. I was like, this is a bad
your shoulder,
idea.
yeah.
Even if you have a magic key, right? Also, by the way, you don't have to fix a key anymore, right? If you had to fix a key, I would have been.
Wait, I have the question.
I would have been on board with this idea, but I'm like, I don't think this is a good idea right now.
The later part of this episode literally says that like they counter it by shooting them with the light gun, but they just shot Amelia with it, and it.
Right, because she wasn't actually under a spell.
She didn't remember what happened yesterday.
I know. Fuck.
They literally just went.
Oh man.
I don't know how I hurt my shoulder. I don't remember anything besides the giant pickle.
Fuck.
Bit of a hole there.
Literally the minute that Ion shot her, she should have fucking remembered everything that they'd been gaslit on. This whole episode is bad.
Yeah. I just found a really big hole in it.
That's a really big gaping plot hole.
And I found it.
Yeah, you spread that plot hole wide open and gazed in and made sure that we could all see what was inside there.
Sometimes you gotta know.
Sometimes you gotta know. Reach inside, pull it out.
There are
anyway,
dice.
Well, yeah.
I'm still on this site, by the way. I'm going through the...
Okay. Are any of... Unfortunately, none of the dice inside, none of those Seinfeld dice are going to have any black in there because of Michael Richards'
There's
contract.
6 of them. All right, that's enough for a Yu-Gi-Oh dice case.
Okay. Anyway, Solon's like, I can definitely figure out where.
Basically just checking her work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's not the right place to look on the star map. That's the wrong dust to look at.
Well, that's what you told us to look at. Sorry, I made a mistake.
Yeah, and then Ion immediately just shits on it.
Right. That's the best part. Right? It's like, because we know both Ion and Zeta have been out of commission. They've been in an actual deep sleep for like the last 20 million. 200 million years or 150 million years, and I assume Solon was the only one that's been alive or at least up, trying to make sure.
Yeah, keeping their fucking Zeto's like life support shit functioning.
She's still running on update like 1.15, and we're on like 3.92.
Right, and the fact that they just fucking go on her about this, like, oh, you don't know what you're talking. I was like, wow, you guys are the worst people to be talking about
boomer.
This.
God, you're an old dinosaur.
Yeah, they really fucking should.
One of you was only awakened like 2 months ago, and
just grows a big
and everything, right?
And barely understands the concept of ice cream.
To be fair, they were on a planet with 3 suns, so I assume they could have ice cream on that planet, right? Because it was.
And that's a funny tale.
Yeah, because
uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but they also had lava surfing according to this, according to Ion. So I don't know what the fuck they had.
The tail's like a kizu.
Oh God, it is.
So with an eye.
Yeah, boy, it has an eye on its tail as well.
And only more get to appear.
Boy, this thing is
yes,
really
it does. It absolutely does.
Weird. Yeah. So anyway, Izzy, Javi, and Izzy, they see Octaru and Oculus Rift.
Yeah, Oculo and fucking Mucus. They stand there and just watch them grab it off the ground. They could have the minute that they walked up to it and started trying to grab it, they didn't even try to wrestle them for it. They just went, wait. Let's see what they do.
Oh, they're taking it.
Oh, they're putting it into a bag full of other sporks.
Oh shit, they put it in the bag.
Okay, they've said their names, they said that they've collected them. Alright, now we can transform and try to fight them.
Why do we never show up transformed?
Because we need, like I said, what's life without a little risk? Maybe they'll catch us.
Because then we'd have to
They're all
actually deal with a lot more, like, image slicing or footage slicing.
Look, they just like to do it outside, you know? Maybe we can get caught. Ooh.
Voyeurism.
Ooh, someone might catch us. Ooh. Ooh. I like transforming on the top of a car. Have you transformed? Have you
around getting bigger on top of a car?
Have you ever morphed in a church before? Want to join the Mile High Morph Club? But yeah, then they fucking fight Oculo and Mucus and shit, and then Slyther shows up with his magic fucking steering wheel
and just rewrites their memory like that. I was like, what a powerful device that is.
Yeah, and yeah, what an incredibly stupid looking but powerful device. I cannot reiterate enough how fucking stupid I think this looks, because it just looks like a big ass wheel, and he just turns it, and
it's just a fucking kid's tricycle steering wheel.
It looks like
just punched a kid.
It looks like they took the steering wheel for Mario Kart on the Wii U, and then just repainted that and added some more shit on.
The sports was just a juicy pickle.
Yeah, you guys came here and found a real juicy pickle, which is
just a juicy pickle.
Why is that what you substituted it for?
Slyther could be a big
but
Rick and
anyway,
Morty fan, right?
Yeah, they literally just get gaslit this entire episode.
Where Rick turned himself into a pickle, and it was the funniest thing ever to him, you know?
Oh, Jesus.
He's like, oh, that's really great, I'm gonna use this.
I mean, Slyther...
I feel like that humor would go above its head, but...
No, I was going to say... If anybody seems like someone that would be a big Rick and Morty fan, it would be Ollie, and he would tell everyone else that they're not smart enough to understand the jokes, and that he's really like Rick, and nobody else really gets it. That's the kind of person that Ollie comes off as.
I just wondered and
He's really big on Szechuan sauce.
I just wondered and thought about. So this thing has just a bunch of giant eyes. Y'all are holding pokey little sticks. Why not try to stab in the eye?
Well, Izzy was about to, and then the eyes did the fucking eye thing.
Fucking poke it. Just start stabbing the eyes and
fuck
take it out of commission.
I just want to see.
Just
because first of all, the big thing that I see about looking at this episode of Ryu Soldier. First of all, this whole fucking.
This is Power Rangers.
Yeah. But it's based off of. I just think it's really interesting to compare the monsters, especially now that I've figured out the formula of alright, so 1-to-1, this shit is so fucking off, it's crazy. Because they literally gave the fucking Beelzebub one 3 minutes of screen time when it was a full fucking episode or two on Real Soldier. This one had 2 episodes. In 26 and 27, it was a woman named Chika Sudo, who this thing was created from the negative emotions based on her desire for kindness. I just want to know what the fucking rest of its powers were. Let's not forget the fact that we went an entire episode without having a fucking goddamn kaiju fight. They used the Zord, but they did not have the Zord fight the monster, which. I'm starting to get pissed. They're technically using the Zords every episode, but they're not using the Zords every episode, because they're using them for stupid shit.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it has lasers and shit. I don't know, man. This thing fucking sucks. It's a weird-ass fucking monster. I just think it's funny that they gave him, 2... episodes to something that is just a weird niche villain of the week. Hey, he's got X-ray vision.
Look, not everything can be adapted from Japan, you know.
Donomeki Minasaur?
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, sorry, dear. Yeah, all of the monsters in fucking Super Sentai are people. They're always people.
Well, they don't explain that.
Oh, yeah. No, in this, they're just goops. They're just goop balls. No, all of them are the manifestation of people's...
No, I just mean Oculus... or...
Dodomeki Minas.
It just appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, he just
like,
teleports in versus, like, being spawned by someone's negative emotions. Yes. Hey, in Kamen Rider, people are actually just getting straight up killed after they turn into monsters because their body gets fully fucking taken away. Or sometimes they get fused together and instead of being separated in time, they just get fucking murdered. Oops. Didn't exercise that, didn't remove that tumor properly. Anyway, yeah, so Solon immediately goes, that's too many false alarms to just be about a bunch of pickles. I don't think that it was just pickles. Yeah, we should probably double check.
Why are we looking into this more?
Solon,
right?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Fine.
Yeah. Gaslighting.
But, like, I assume it's because Solon picks up on the fact that they all have different memories of the same fucking pickle.
I mean, it's...
They got 3 different memories. Like, they just told her 3 different things. Of... No, it was, like, a whatever pickle, and then Amelia was like, no, it's one of the weird small ones, and somebody else was like, no, it's sliced.
I mean...
And I like how they don't... I mean, they just take these memories.
Some of them...
Yeah, that was really weird how we saw these pickles, you know, right? They don't question it after a while.
Yeah, that's true, right.
Smaller.
Yeah.
Like... Yeah, you think something's going up, right? Going on between you with this stuff. I mean, we do have an ally that does memory stuff who can read minds. You think we're fighting against one of those mind enemies? You know, one that can give us false memories or something like that, right?
Yeah, but yeah, Molly had a good point that it's just that it really does just look like a cucumber.
Afraid of a cucumber?
I still want to test that theory. I don't know.
And cucumbers?
Yeah. I don't understand how that works, but I really want to test it.
I mean, I feel like you take anything weird and hard and just throw it in front
look,
of someone,
kids don't know the difference between a cucumber
yeah, but like
and a
I specifically,
pickle, right? You can show them either one, and they'll probably believe you.
I mean, I did because I didn't like pickles as a kid.
Pickle cucumbers.
Yeah.
But normally you don't use. Big ass.
Yeah, normally it's not that like fucking thick.
They make smaller.
Yeah.
Cucumbers for that.
But yeah.
But you're tasting on their own anyways.
But like, God, Ion is such a bitch. Like, like he's actively angry at Solon, and it's like, he's like, we're unreliable. Okay, wow, you wasted so much time looking for the wrong looking the wrong place for Ravcon. I think you're fucked up. You know what? Fuck you, so...
I'm not drunk, you are.
It's, like... I
Jesus, man.
hate Ion. He's a bad character. But everyone is kind of a bad character. Again, the only conflict... the power... I mean, she's...
What's she done?
She's a cursed character.
Yes.
She's really living the worst life, honestly.
But also she goes, I admit my calculations were off.
Right, no, I mean, she's trying, but it's just like, the fact that she's stuck with these 6 little shits is like...
Right.
And they aren't even grateful.
Yeah. And then Zeno just takes like... So they're in the middle of this big...
But
where something... Zeno's like, hey, you know, look, this seems really important, but I'm just gonna leave at this point. Yeah,
we just keep looking at pickles. It's fine. We can get back to pickles later.
I'm just gonna leave now, and I'm gonna go look for my dead planet. Right? I was like, wow, what a guy! What a team
I'm sure
leader
the planet is somewhere. And then Solon again is like, hey, look, maybe just stay and help everybody. That would be good. And then
gotta find my dead planet.
I gotta go home.
Right? Because they haven't been looking for me. It's obviously that they're looking for me, right? They've been spending all this time and they just haven't found me, so I'm gonna go look for them, you know, right? They definitely still exist after 150 million years, you know, right? They're still out there. They definitely did not. Their society did not fall upon them. They did not destroy themselves as a society, right? Due to their inability to adapt, right, and address global climate issues, you know, right? Right, maybe having 3 suns will impact our planet atmosphere at some point. Whoops! Should have thought of that.
Well, I think it already has.
Right, so Zeno just straight up leaves.
It's like, hey, you wanna maybe, I don't know, wait a minute so that we can do one thing at a time? Focus all of our attention on, like...
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for my dead plant.
Nope, I'm just gonna go. And then Zedon starts getting pissed in space.
It's like the funniest things when they cut to the Zord and it's just floating in space. It's like the funniest thing. It's just like, you see it slowly tilt because it's just floating in nothing because it has no platform to stand. It's like the funniest thing on this. Like, so they pretty just took a toy and they just left it there and everything.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. It's like the funniest fucking thing ever. It's just so fucking hilarious how we just see the Zord just fucking float in space like that. When it's not even moving because Zato's in the cockpit trying to pressing buttons trying to calculate because he apparently didn't do better calculations beforehand. He's like, oh boy, he's like, he pretty much just drove to a place and he didn't think about, what do I do when I get to this place? Should have planned this out. He should have probably planned this out first and everything.
Oh, yeah, no.
Right? But don't worry.
Yep.
Yeah, before you travel across the galaxy like this, right? But don't worry, Amelia finally decides to do something more impactful. So she looks for the #1 source for problem, right? It's Buzz Blast. It turns out Buzz Blast makes videos about anything, so it's fine, you know, right? Yeah. And then Jane is, I guess, a fitness J-Borg's an expert. Yeah. Oh no, J-Borg's an expert now because she downloaded memories on, or downloaded a program on how to cure shoulder pains and everything.
Yeah, you know,
do 3 different massage styles.
Just like how when you know, you tell somebody that like you're feeling depressed and they go, "Oh, well, try this fucking app for meditation." It's like, I think I'm gonna go to therapy, like an actual professional, rather than like just trust this like $2 app that keeps giving me ads for fucking, what is it? What's that? I want to say Brain Blast, but I know that's not what it is. No. There's like a.
Yeah, I was gonna say Alpha Brain. Are you thinking about Alpha Brain?
Site, but there's fucking. I was thinking. Alpha Brain, that's what I was thinking of. Thank you. That is exactly what I was thinking of. Yeah. That keeps giving me ads for, like, Alpha Brain of, like, you want to think better? You want to feel better? Try Alpha Brain. And it's like, alright, but maybe I just, like, go to a doctor.
Professional help, you know.
Get therapy.
Yeah, but don't worry. J-Borg's a professional because she downloaded the instruction on how to do it. Alright?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
and she's never done it before, but now she's going to fucking torture Jane. And honestly,
Jane let herself
electronic. She just fucking rips that cord out. Holy shit! Doesn't even go to do what a sexual person do is eject safely. She just rips that shit out. It's like, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then starts wondering why J-Borg is malfunctioning right now.
Yeah, if there's anything about a robot that needs to, like, get stuff fucking worked on, like, it's J-Borg. But also, I like that they have this footage still of, like, J-Borg, like, fucking, what's it called? The Irish dance. The fucking...
Doing a jig?
Yeah, the fucking...
Irish step.
Yeah, whatever, step dance or whatever, fucking shit. Just like tap dancing on her fucking back. Anyway, they they see the fucking film receipt. They find the receipts that prove that fucking J-Borg wasn't lying, and they're like, "Oh, maybe we were gaslit, and maybe
that Solon wasn't lying."
Oh, sorry. What did I say? J-Borg? Yeah. Listen, all these robots look the same to me.
One's a cyborg dinosaur.
One's an android.
You're right. One's a cyborg dinosaur. And one's some...
But it's like if you went to, like, BuzzFeed looking for, like, here's, like, 52 ways to feel better when you're feeling depressed. 1. Take a hot shower. 2. Do a face mask. 3. Take a walk outside.
4.
4. Stop reading this.
Roll your back around on a bunch of rocks. Yeah. Anyway, Zato finds out that his home is probably gone. I don't know how he wouldn't have immediately figured that out by just looking at the fact that there was nothing in between those 3 suns. But then he just finds one little beacon, Like, and that's
Which is a reasonable thing not to show up on the space map.
Right?
Yeah,
The fact that
but,
he
like,
didn't bother doing research.
I just
before,
mean,
like, so he knows the
when he
core,
got
but
there.
but apparently you can scan enough to know the fact that where you can find this. So you guys can't scan this galaxy beforehand to, right? So you don't have to fucking wait till you get there to find out. Right. But yeah, Zeno finds a black box. You know, a black. Yeah, that's down and everything.
Oh yeah, a brown box.
It's not even a box. It's like a dodecahedron.
Yeah. And then they decide that maybe they'll go fight Oculo raw and, like, without protection. I mean, they do. Without the white
key,
light,
yeah, that can apparently repel magic.
Raptor
right?
key, they can't stop magic. Yeah. Again, as we said when they first introduced them, hey, one of these can reflect magic, the other one can make miniature black holes. And it was just like, I'm sorry.
One
No.
of these things is not like the other.
No. Go back to the black hole one. Don't act like these are two equally powerful fucking keys. What did you say? A black hole?
A mini black hole that they can just shoot.
But yeah. Yeah. I mean, it really seems like it should be used every single time. There's no, like, especially because with the fact that there's not really any context to...
Yeah, right? They just exist in this universe.
Like, keys in general. We don't know if there's no implied, like, limits to, like, their use, or, like, who
and
can use them, or how often,
on,
like...
Right?
So, why aren't you just... Why isn't... It feels like Ion and Zato should be showing up every time in their fucking blaze and lightning forms. And someone should be using the light and shadow keys to, like, have a black hole and fuck the magic repelling one, but whatever, fine, it's there in case of moments like this. And then the other two can use the other weird-ass, like, utilitarian ones that are like, hey, I can make slickness and light. Cool. Alright. You're contributing to the team just as much as everybody else. Totally.
Somebody has to do it.
Yeah. Anyway, they all get they're about to get gaslit again, or they do get gaslit again, and then Zato shows up.
Yeah, with the power of the motorbike, you know,
destroying magic.
Bro literally yells jogging pointy stick.
The power of that bike that doesn't even stay
tricycle.
around. Yeah, the tricycle. You're right. That shows up with his tricycle and does not even like. He doesn't even leave the trike like there. So it all takes place in this CGI world because otherwise they felt like, I guess, it would be too much of an inconsistency with the footage that they're borrowing.
But you can clearly, I think this is actually new Power Ranger footage, right? I think it's more the fact they don't want to bring this fucking bicycle to every shooting location, right?
All over
everywhere?
Yeah. I mean, I guess so. But yeah, like...
Yeah, everyone, the scene when you're at a park is 100% Power Rangers footage, right? And then when they shift to...
Yeah, I mean, if we're using it by the rule of costume...
And that's when they shift to Sentai footage and everything, because you can tell this is Sentai, right? The easiest way is, is, hey, what colors are these tables? Are there like stock tables in the background? That's probably all Japanese stock footage right here. You know, this looks too nice to be New Zealand or Australia or where the fuck they're filming this season. Yeah. Yeah,
there's no deadly scorpions. But yeah, anyway, let's make a fun memory. So they fucking murder Oculo. For the first... Again, finally using the fucking Dino Fury combo attack for the first time since the last time that they used it for the first time, and this is also the first time that they tried doing it with all of them, and then Void Knight shows up and interrupts it.
They're like, nah, bitch.
No, you can never use it. Also, other than, like, the beginning of the first season, I think this is the first time that we've seen him really fight. Like, he has...
Oh, yeah, no, he just shows
for
up
most of his scheming, he just shows up and then,
my
like...
mission is done.
Takes the sporks and then leaves.
He's a plotter, not a doer.
Yeah, but, like... He's clearly strong enough to take all 6 of them down. Why not leave Slifer and Mucus to go pick up the Sporks, and he'll fucking fight all the Power Rangers
we gotta go by
he
final
beats the
boss
shit out of them.
rules right here, right? Right? You can't have the final boss show up every single time to fight. Then it just diminishes power, you know? Right? Then he's not as exciting when they actually have to kill him.
I mean, yes, but it's also really funny when it happens. I do love when final bosses just show up anytime that, like, just to keep, like, ruining things for them and, like, taking things away and just go,
right.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, the other Void Knight saves
then they all get their ass
little
kicked,
cronies and they all
super
get away
hard.
and
right.
Yeah.
Anyways, it only looks like there's like 3 sparks in that bag.
I mean, there's definitely, let's see, 1.
Yeah,
I think there were 3 because
earlier,
they said there were like 3 false alarms or whatever. It was either like 3 earlier or 2 earlier, but yeah.
Void Knight doesn't know how much it gives him.
He really does not seem to have a fucking measurement of it. He just goes like, "This should be enough," and it's not enough.
Yeah, I don't have enough energy for my dead wife.
I feel like this might be the 2nd or 3rd time that he's been like, "This is gonna be it." Oh.
Look, he's really hyping up his dead wife, you know.
I mean, I guess it's Void Knight, not Void Scientist.
He's really hyping up to the day that his wife comes back.
Yeah. Anyway,
Ion never apologized.
Ion does not apologize like everyone else. No, I really want to get back to forget Mr. Freeze, right? Let's get back to the gaslighting of this episode. Everybody stands together except for Ion to apologize to Solon. Yeah, everybody except for Ion stands together to apologize to Solon, except for Ion. And he stands behind her. Like, oh, yeah, guys. You should apologize. I'm sorry, bitch.
And Amelia's
you
like,
were the worst offender. Like, the fact that Ion isn't, like, kneeling on the ground, groveling for forgiveness is fucking, like, infuriating to me. He's such a bitch.
Bitch, you threw a stick up your ass.
He is a really, like, actually terrible character. I really don't like him. He
looks and acts like a 12-year-old child.
But he's supposed to be somewhat of an adult.
But he looks and acts like a 12-year-old. So
it's just like between he fucked up Zato's stupid ass nunchucks. Yeah. He got all like hot-headed about fucking I saved some bitches from an ice cream cart. Not even a truck, a cart. I just like he's
he shows up and is just a problem.
And the thing is, because of the way that they've structured this show, where there isn't really there isn't really a medium for them to have growth. Like in the ones where like in Mighty Morphin through like in space, right, where they're like in school or they all share the same job or something. Like there's like a place where they're all meeting and like there's some kind of like B or C plot that like can add to character development. But like in Dino Charge where it's like they all work at the museum, right?
Yeah.
There's there's yes, we have a base, but we also have this like
normal
business that we use as like a front, and like we have to kind of like try and like pretend to work together.
Not just Rangers, but friends.
Yeah, Time Force, it was like they had like the odd jobs, whatever shit. In Galaxy or Lost Galaxy was like, okay, we're all in this fucking colony shit. But like they're just a collection of kids that like work at a social media
it's
quote unquote like influencer company.
Half of them don't even work.
Right, a couple of them work. Yeah,
and the place allows them to visit, which for a social media is absolutely insane. No social actual.
I mean, I think it's Javi and Amelia definitely have jobs, and I think that Ollie gets brought in as like an IT tech support consultant. Yeah, like an independent contractor sort of thing. They pay him like maybe they pay him under the table or whatever, but they're like, hey, come fix this or like run like networking or something. And then, but like literally, Zato and Ion have no marketable skills like to use this.
Zato's at least not an asshole all the time.
Yeah, well, Zato. All right, Zato is probably Javi, Izzy, Zato. everyone except for Ollie and Ion are pretty much okay in my book. Those two are kind of just assholes. Like, Ollie is consistently an asshole to anybody that he thinks doesn't get the Rick and Morty Pickle Rick episode. Like, he's just like 100%. You're not as smart as me. I don't respect you. And then like Ion just like thinks he knows everything and just like
and the fact that he's on a completely different planet now with a completely different cultural society.
Yeah.
Hey, wait till he finds out about.
Yeah.
Wait till he finds about police violence.
Technology might change, right? But oh, that reminds me. Now we can get to my second favorite part of this, which is the conclusion. It looks like Rafcon is gone, and all we have is this voice box to fucking like that left us a message. Oh, so we're just gonna make the slug people be homeless now. Okay, I see the narrative we're forming here. All slugs are homeless. All slugs live in poverty. Ooh, the slug life is so... all slugs are thugs and hooligans. They live on the streets. They're real urban slug people. Yeah, okay. I see what you're doing, Power Rangers. Make the two black men fucking slug people with no home.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking insane. Homeless slug people. How dare they?
Look. Some of them has to survive. Look, they could have immigrated to other planets for all we know. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a Krypton situation. Where everybody just fucking dipped immediately. But yeah. Apparently when you combine two garbled up messages and play them at the same time, you can make one coherent message.
No, they're still missing pieces.
That's true. They can make one semi-coherent
part.
Oh god, that means that this is going to be a MacGuffin where there needs to be a third piece.
Yeah, at least.
Right.
Oh,
I don't understand how overlaying two different audio tracks works like this, right?
I mean, I guess it's like if you... Yeah, I mean...
I wish I had more audio.
Like it's not like there's like missing letters to these but it's clearly seen that these are both aren't even words that are being produced by these machines. So
like they're both static noises. Yeah. But combining them both together are like make words. Yeah, I was trying to think about it like in terms of like audio, like different audio tracks, but it's like even if you took those two audio tracks separately, you can't like separate one audio track that was words like from one recording and like turn that into like two separate like you can't split that. You can't split an audio
also,
wave.
it's a good thing that English is a universal language.
You can break it up
and everything. So,
oh, you know, just like how it works in everything, like how everything is everything's Japanese until you get until it gets translated and everything's
good thing
English.
Everyone can figure out this language, right? Good thing that Rafcon was already on the English language 200 million years ago, right?
I mean, in theory, you know, you might like boy, there's other ways they could have like tried to do this, you know. They could have said that like we left our technology here and like or like our language here and that's what you developed from, like you guys learned from us actually. We made English. It's not actually English, it's Rafconese or whatever. But like instead it's like or Rafconian, but like instead it's just like we speak English too.
Right?
Crazy, right?
So hey,
what a coinkydink.
Yeah, so there's still pieces of this message that's missing, which I don't understand. It would have made more sense if they're just like, if these messages were just like half of a message or like parts of a message. The fact that they have to like do this weird, we gotta line up all these audio tracks together, which doesn't work.
We have to play them at the same time, otherwise they won't synchronize.
It was like missing audio.
What gets more interesting?
It was like one big message that got cut.
What? No, I just meant the different waves.
Oh, the waves. Oh, yeah. You mean you mean that the message gets more
Yes.
interesting? Oh, sorry. I thought you were looking at my screen and
No.
talking about it. Okay. Anyway. Okay.
Yeah, so that's this week's episode, and boy, and I'm pretty sure it's
Anyway,
coming
yeah.
up the next week episode. But hey, if you thought AI was a terrible character now, boy.
Yay!
I think it's like
My
in the next few
favorite.
episodes, he actually becomes worse of a character, I believe. I haven't seen the next. I remember thinking screen caps. I remember
It's,
taking screen caps.
hard
in the next
to
few
believe.
episodes when I had to do all this stuff, and there's just a scene where he looks like he's a real terrible character.
Boy, that's
Yeah.
Reassuring.
still hard to believe that he
Yeah.
can become
But don't
worse
worry, hey,
than
maybe
he already
Win will be
is.
back by then. We could complain about Ion's character to him. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look.
Hey, everybody, pray for William.
Better than Ion.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah,
William
fuck
beats
Ion,
his
pray for
demons
William.
at some point, right? Or escape the multiverse, or whatever the fuck our narrative is with him. He there's a narrative.
I think
He
it's
needs
that
to
he's
skip
beating
that.
his demons. I think he's fighting his demons in the
Okay.
multiverse. He's come to make a deal, and he'll keep making that deal over and over again.
Yeah, that works, right? So you gotta piece all these audio bits together, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like a real puzzle. You should piece the audio bits together, right?
Yeah, except this is actually a puzzle that makes sense
All right.
from a
Is that
technological
it for this week's
standpoint.
episode?
Anyway. Yeah. Ukraine's still in crisis. Russia needs to get its shit together. Fuck Putin.
Kill models and put their bodies in
Uh-oh.
Yeah, don't put people's bodies in suitcases.
Oh.
Living or
Right.
dead.
All right. I guess that's how we're ending it. Okay, thanks. Bye.